Weddings are supposed to be the happiest day of your life, the day you're surrounded by people who love you, who support you, and who are excited to watch you take the next step in life. That's what I always thought. That's what I believed. Until my parents skipped my wedding, for my brother's backyard barbecue. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Let me back up. I had been with my now husband, Aaron, for 5 years before we got engaged. We met in college and were just one of those couples that felt right from the start. He was sweet, smart, funny, and most of all, kind. He supported me through my job changes, I supported him through a tough family loss, and together we built a life that felt solid. When we got engaged, it wasn't a big over-the-top moment, it was just us, on a quiet hike we loved, with a ring that wasn't extravagant but meant everything. We were both low-key people, and our wedding planning reflected that. We didn't want a giant affair, just a simple ceremony with about 75 close friends and family. We picked a garden venue just outside our city, booked everything on a modest budget, and got to work. At first, my parents seemed excited. They asked about the venue, helped me find my dress, and even sent a deposit to hold the catering. I thought we were good. I should mention that I'm the youngest of 3. My brother, Ryan, is 5 years older than me, and my sister, Ella, is 3 years older. Growing up, Ryan was always the golden child. Straight-A student, star athlete, dad's little protege. Mom doted on him constantly, everything he did was the best, most important thing ever. Ella and I used to joke about it, but under that sarcasm was real resentment. Still, I tried to let it go. Family is family, right? As my wedding got closer, Aaron and I sent out invitations early. We followed up with my parents to make sure they RSVP'd, they said yes. All good. Then, 1 month before the wedding, I noticed my mom wasn't really responding to texts about the final plans. I'd send updates about flowers, the final head count, even asking her about what she was wearing. She'd either leave me on read or send vague one-word answers. I called her and asked what was going on. She just said she was busy with Ryan's thing. I didn't think much of it at first. Until 2 weeks later, when my aunt, Dad's sister, called to ask what time the wedding started. She said she was planning to drive in, but was confused why the family was split between my wedding and Ryan's barbecue. I blinked. His what? She said, Ryan invited a bunch of people to a family cookout that same weekend. Didn't you know? I hung up and immediately called my mom. Why is Ryan throwing a barbecue on my wedding day? I asked her. She acted shocked. Oh, honey, it's just a casual thing. Nothing serious. I pressed her. So why is he inviting all the extended family? She got defensive. Well, your wedding is small. You said it yourself. Ryan just wanted something laid back for people who couldn't make the drive to your venue. Drive? I repeated. It's less than 90 minutes from their place. She didn't have much to say to that. The next few days were chaos. I found out that not only had Ryan invited nearly all our extended family, but that my parents had told him it was okay. My own parents were helping him plan it. They helped him with food, decorations, and even a new grill setup. I called my dad. Same excuses. We didn't think it was a big deal. You know how hard it is for some folks to travel. And Ryan just thought it would be easier to bring people together casually. I said, you do realize it's on my wedding day, right? He sighed. We just didn't think your wedding was that big of an event. You said you wanted something small. I felt like I had been slapped. I told Aaron everything. He was furious, not just for me, but for how blatantly disrespectful it was. I decided to confront Ryan directly. Why would you plan something on the same day as my wedding? I asked him over the phone. He laughed. Laughed. Relax, it's just a barbecue, he said. It's not like I'm throwing a concert. Besides, not everyone could make your fancy event. It wasn't even fancy. It was modest. Sweet. Something I thought would matter. Ryan said, honestly, I thought you'd be happy. I'm helping take the pressure off the older folks. You know Grandma doesn't like long car rides. I asked, so instead of asking how to help, you just planned a competing event? He replied, you're so dramatic. I hung up. In the days leading up to the wedding, RSVPs began to change. Cousins, uncles, even two of my dad's friends, all pulled out. Aunt Marie texted me privately to apologize. I wanted to come, she said, but your mom told me it was just a small thing and that most of the family would be at Ryan's. It felt like sabotage. Then I got the real blow. My parents called and said they wouldn't be attending. We just think it's best to support Ryan since he's got more people coming, my dad said. Excuse me? I could barely speak. Mom chimed in. It's just logistically easier, sweetheart. And you have Aaron's family there, right? It'll be lovely either way. I hung up. I didn't say anything. I didn't cry. I was beyond it. The wedding day came. Aaron's family showed up in full force. They were warm, present, joyful. My friends surrounded me with love. I walked down the aisle without my dad. Aaron's uncle escorted me instead, and honestly, I didn't feel sad. I felt free. Our vows were beautiful. We cried. We danced. We laughed. And not once did I check my phone. Until the next day. There were photos all over Facebook, my parents smiling in Ryan's backyard, holding trays of ribs, posing with cousins I hadn't seen in years. My mom wore the dress she'd bought for my wedding. My dad gave a toast to Ryan about family togetherness. I blocked them all. A week later, I sent one email. Just one. You made your choice. You missed your daughter's wedding. Not because you couldn't come, but because you didn't care to. We're done. No reply. They tried reaching out a month later. A birthday card came. I didn't open it. Then Ryan messaged me, you're being childish. Get over it. Blocked. Over the next year, they kept trying. Calls. Emails. Even a letter from my mom saying she missed me and hoped I'd understand they were just trying to keep everyone happy. But I wasn't everyone. I was their daughter. It's been 2 years now. Aaron and I bought our first house. His parents come over often. His mom helped me plant our first garden. His dad built us a porch swing. When we had our first anniversary, his whole family came out for dinner. My parents? They haven't met their son-in-law's family. They haven't seen the house. They don't even know where I live. Sometimes I wonder if they regret it. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But I've learned that love isn't just about blood, it's about showing up. And when it mattered most, they chose a barbecue.